Hi, WOW Tribe. It's Michelle, the CEO and founder of WOW, and I am here today with a big announcement. So, as you know, WOW has become an international organization, which I'm so thrilled with. But we not only serve women in business and entrepreneurial women and female entrepreneurs and boss ladies, but we also serve women in leadership roles. People that are women that are in management positions, supervisory positions, whether you are new into a new leadership role, just finding your feet, or whether you have years and years of experience leading the way and having people follow you. We have the amazing, well, I just can't say enough about the lady beside me, Larae Pearson, who is a dear colleague of mine for the last 7 years. Larae, I'm excited to say, is new to the WOW coaching team, and her specialty is developing leadership skills. So Larae, thank you for joining me, and thanks for joining the WOW coaching team.
Yay! I'm so happy to be here and so excited and happy to be part of such a movement in developing our amazing women as leaders. So thank you, Michelle.
Oh, you're so welcome. The more women we have in leadership, the more we have that equal man-women parity, the more opportunities we get to burst through the glass ceiling that seems to hold a lot of women back. It really is all about developing those leadership skills. So, ladies, if you are in a leadership position, there will be 2 opportunities to connect with Larae and her expertise. The first one, she will be contributing to a leaders only membership stream in the VIP WOW Tribe membership. She will be teaching master classes. There will be downloadable workbooks with her. And also, she will be facilitating the leadership mastermind groups in the inner circle. So not only 1, but 2 opportunities to connect with Larae to up-level your leadership skills. But first of all, who is Larae? So Larae, I know that I have been so blessed to have known you over the last 7 years as a valued colleague in the coaching industry and now in the consulting industry. Will you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and your passion for building women's leadership skills?
Absolutely. So my name is Larae Pearson. I grew up in rural Alberta. I grew up on a cattle ranch down here in a rural setting. I played competitive sports my whole life growing up, which really got me into my passion for communication and understanding more about team dynamic. I went away to university, studied business, and also at the same time was very passionate about sports and event management. So from there, I thought I was going to work for Hockey Canada. I really did, in the realm of sports and event management. But I was a game day manager for my men's hockey team at my university. And then actually my first job out of university was actually worked for a makeup company. I helped them launch. And when I was thrown into this makeup company at the age of 22, I was in charge of 25 women. And one of my favorite things about that was the purpose work. So we were empowering women through beauty education. So I feel like I've always been fortunate in any of the jobs or any of the positions I've been in to be rooted in purpose. So that was one of my first jobs there. Again, the importance of really having strong leaders around you and strong women is what really has become apparent to me over the years.
Absolutely. Together we're stronger.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And working with these women representatives really actually saw the opportunity. That's really when I stepped into coaching a lot, was empowering these women that were empowering others to step into their confidence as leaders. Leadership as a leader, you can only grow as big as your mindset will allow you to grow. So whether that means that you're the entrepreneur or you're the manager or you're the leader. And when I talk leadership, you are a leader if you have the ability to affect anyone. So that's
the ability to affect anyone. So it really doesn't matter what your business card says you are. If you have the opportunity to impact somebody else, yeah, whether in your organization or, as you said, in your hockey team, even in your sports arena, then that's considered being a leader.
Absolutely. And that's what, when we talk leadership, I think sometimes people think that a leader can only be the highest person in the organization. And that's what I'm really passionate about, especially through things like coaching, is empowering your team to be self-leaders. And in some of our modules there, the trainings, I actually talk about self-leadership and how important that is. If that was one skill that we could all cultivate in ourselves as women leaders, as mothers, as those sport team managers, to teach everyone self-leadership and self-awareness, then I think that we're winning. I think it's a huge skill to develop. And a lot of it comes around awareness.
Absolutely. And not only in addition to the specialty leadership teachings that in the master classes that Larae will be adding to the membership, there is also master classes all about mindset and how to get over burnout, because leaders burn out as much as entrepreneurs do. So there is not one but two segments, if you're a leader, that you can access through the membership site. So Larae, too, tell us a little bit about the leadership mastermind, or what I like to call the inner circle, because this is something new to WOW, this specialty leadership stream in the area of masterminds. We've had lots of masterminds in the area of entrepreneurship and business before, but it's so exciting to have you on board as the facilitator and coach. People who know you have rave reviews about Larae and her leadership skill building. So tell us a little bit about what the ladies who join your inner circle, your leadership inner circle, will experience over their 10-month time frame.
Sure, 10 months. The thing that I love about the period of time that we're together is actually that we really get to know each other, and everybody has those little excuses that will make day-to-day things that show up in self-sabotage, that as we're together over the longer term, we get to know each other really well and help hold each other capable and accountable in those areas. So turbocharge, think about a turbocharge to your mindset, to your accountability, to your leadership, which all equals high performance. So we're really working on taking us to the next level in our businesses, in whatever it is that you're involved in as a leader, as strong women leaders. It's taking us and elevating us to the next level in that leadership. So we're looking at growth plans. We're looking at customized learning paths. So we're going to just really see where our group is at, because what's really neat about groups is that some sort of theme just seems to emerge as groups. And as we'll go through this journey together, and a lot of the material that we talk about will be customized to where you as a group are at in your journey. So unleashing your potential through personal growth, self-awareness, and really deepening your leadership, and also surrounding yourself by a group of strong women that got your back.
I love that peer support. Sometimes when you're an entrepreneur or when you're a leader, it can be really isolating, overwhelming, not having someone to bounce an idea off, not having that support when, everyone has bad days. So having not only your leadership coach, as well as that peer support of women who get what you're walking through, have walked before you, and have wisdom that will be able to help you through the process.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And I know a huge trend right now, and I'm sure everyone can relate to this, is everyone is looking to belong to something. It's this sense of community, especially I think in the age of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's so connected, but also disconnected, and everyone's busy, and just being more mindful of our habits and our practices that will help keep us more successful in the roles that we play.
Larae, that sounds so amazing for the leaders that are part of the WOW tribe from around the world. And I know there's an opportunity to connect with you by applying for the masterminds on the WOW website, www.wowbiztribe.com. So get your applications filled out, ladies, and check the box for the leadership. But Larae, I know that you have been leading leaders for a long time. So let's circle back to your experience in doing that. And you have a host of certifications. So let's talk a little bit about you and your experience as we build this leadership community.
Absolutely. Okay. So after I worked for that cosmetic company, I actually spent my time, I had my own communications business. I always had a side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Before I went full time doing this. I always had a side hustle doing public relations and communications. So I always was inside different businesses and really seeing how they worked and how their teams interacted as well, which is very always interesting. And at the same time, I was doing business coaching, working with lots of leaders one-on-one. And as I was doing this, I was like, I really want to hone and develop my leadership skills. So one of the first things I did, I really delved into learning about personality stuff. So Michelle and I actually learned a lot about that together.
We sure did.
Yeah, we did. So we were both very passionate about the personality colors, Michelle and I. And then there came this opportunity up through something called Divine Living Academy. And this is where I was like, I'm going to jump all in, and I want to impact people. I want to learn about people. So I went to this thing called Divine Living Academy, and I went to a few different places around the world and learned about coaching, and got, again, the opportunity to meet other coaches, which, again, these virtual masterminds are so important to build community, to relate to people who are in the same place as you are, because often we can feel so alone, and we're not. We're really not. I actually had a coaching call with someone this morning, and she herself, a manager in an organization, male dominant, was talking about the ways she self-sabotage. And guess what? It's normal. So we really talked about normalizing that. Be like, you know what? I self-sabotage. It's okay. We all do it. And how do we move forward? So I just acknowledge it. And you know what? Yeah, it's there and it sucks. How do we move forward? So these are the types of conversations that we're going to have is, you know what? This stuff happens and it's about forward movement.
I love that. I love that the conversations within the masterminds, well, first of all, they are all protected by a confidentiality agreement. So everyone signs a confidentiality agreement to keep what happens in the inner circle stays in the inner circle. But I love that the fact that there's an opportunity for women to get real with each other and and bring their struggles forward in a safe environment, so they can get somebody else's perspective when maybe our own perspective isn't the reality.
Yes, absolutely. And that's huge power for building a tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely. So, Larae, when you were jet setting around the world building your coaching credentials, tell us a little bit more about that. What did you come out of, not only the adventure of and the community of building new coaches, but a lot of certifications as well?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So again, I learned all about coaching there. And then, so this is on my journey to become accredited through the International Coaching Federation. This was important to me to be a certified coach, and just really honing my trade, and understanding a little bit more about the psychology, what makes people tick, how do leaders work, what are some of the conversations that can elevate people as high performers. And it was as simple as changing just some of the ways I asked questions, and the way that I listened, and the way I gave feedback, even so constructive and positive feedback. So just really learning some of those skills. So then I became ICF certified, and I also teach coaching skills through something called Essential Impact as well. So I'm a director of their Alberta program, teaching coaching skills to leaders and organizations, and also coaching within from there. I've worked with a multitude of different businesses, from the small business, whether it's a leader who is strictly a consultant, to somebody that owns a multi-million-dollar company with hundreds of employees. So I've been in the room with lots of different leaders. Again, it's interesting to see all the different perspectives and dynamics of different teams. So that is something I've been really fortunate to be is in all these different rooms over the years, and seeing how different people operate differently, because there are different styles of leadership, and there's different things work for different organizations and different people. So those are some things that we'll talk about. And I've always kept that highly in mind as I've been working with different groups over the years. So I don't bring a cookie cutter formula forward to say this is exactly what's going to work in your business, because it's dependent upon you yourself as a leader, your strengths, and those on your bus, on your team. So yeah, those are some of a taste of what you'll get when you join the mastermind.
That is so exciting. I want to join your group as the leader. Wow, I think I'm going to sign up for your group.
You have to apply first, though.
So that's the thing. Where do you lovely ladies apply to be a part of Larae's leadership mastermind inner circle? And again, it is on the website under the tab masterminds. Go all the way down, choose apply, and then when you get to the application form, choose leadership, and that will make sure that you are popped into a group of your peers. Now, it is an application basis only, because we really want to make sure, number one, the groups are peer-to-peer. So new leaders are with other new leaders, experienced leaders are with experienced leaders. So everybody can share some wow wisdom with each other. And of course, get the wow wisdom from your ICF certified leadership coach. And so I know that, Larae, you get tons of great reviews from your leadership coaching and your mentorship with all the organizations that you've worked with across Alberta. What is the one thing that brings you joy?
So working with leaders one-on-one, again, everyone, we sabotage ourselves, and it's normal. Working with them one-on-one on some of the things the goals that they want to reach. And then as we're talking through some of these things that they want to reach, other things come up, because business is personal and personal is business. We can't separate them even if we want to. So
that is the truth.
Yes. We're working through some of those things, and as they work through some of these things towards their goals, I'm watching them step from, like they have a little step here, and then the step is even bigger the next time, and then they elevate, they blast out of the water, and now their team also is working together better, and they're able to be more effective as a leader. And that's just like one of my favorite pieces there, is just watching the ahas and people grow from it.
Absolutely. So ladies, jump on board with the inner circle. Make sure you fill out that application to really turbocharge your leadership skills. It doesn't matter what level of leadership you're at, we will be able to find an inner circle group for you and to access Larae's expertise. So Larae, thank you. I'm so excited that you came on board the WOW coaching team with the leadership skills, and it balances the WOW tribe out between leadership and business alike. So I'm so happy to have you on board. And so I know that the tribe that interacts with you will have nothing but success.
Thank you very much. And I'm very glad you said on board, because one of the things that I like to talk about is getting your ship together with your team. So get your leadership.
Get your ship in order.
Get your ship in order, people. And so that's what we're here to do, is get our ships in order.
That's fantastic. Larae, thanks for joining me today. I am so excited to share this good news with the WOW tribe. And I just know those applications for your Inner Circle Mastermind group are going to be coming flooding in.
All right. Well, thank you. Ladies, can't wait to see you on the other side and really bond with you and bring everybody together as a group, as leaders, and skyrocket out of here.
Absolutely. Thanks, Larae. We'll talk to you next time.
Sounds good. Bye, guys. Bye, ladies. See you on the other side.